Okay, so it really has to be contrite, okay? As much as I'd like to share things. All right. Excuse the raspy voice. Excuse gargling. Excuse it all on the mic. Please bear with me. Hello, hello. Thank you for listening, whoever is out there. First and foremost, thank you. I owe you my life. War heroes, good military. To the good military and to the good cops, there are some cops, yes, like the Santa Monica police force. I witnessed that. They did not turn and insurrect. They did not turn against their own country and their own people. They did not insurrect. So to the good cops, which is it's hard to find them, but they're still in certain spots in the United States, and to the good military, thank you for saving my life. I owe every one of you, men and women, my life, and I know I do. In closing with this message of gratitude, I want people to please remember that when a sniper who is on the police force or in the military, the good military, when they are carrying out their duty and protecting their country and protecting their brothers or some of their sisters, not a lot of women are out there in that kind of combat. It's just the facts. It's just the way the world works, okay? Don't see a lot of women out there in that kind of combat when you have Marine snipers. You just don't. Those Marine snipers and Navy SEAL snipers and U.S. law enforcement snipers, they're not out shooting and killing. They're out saving lives. They're saving the life of their brothers, and they're saving the lives when they're in law enforcement of a hostage situation or something of that nature. So please remember, they're not out shooting people. They're saving lives. So ask one of these law enforcement officers when this insurrection is over, which it will be. Ask them how many lives they saved. Say, hey, how many lives did you save? Don't ask them how many people they shot, because that's not what they were doing. You've got it backwards in the United States. You've got it so backwards, you have to get your ass kicked, and it's well deserved. Okay? And that's not what I'm here to say, all right? It's actually against what God is telling me to do. It's completely the opposite. When I was in Washington, D.C. for 6 years, witnessing what I witnessed, surviving what I survived, all right? The last year of my time in D.C., Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, before I had vacated premise, all right, and left the combat war zone, which is what it was, of 1509 S Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. Okay, so now we're clear. God started speaking to me in prayer about being Christian and carrying out Christian morals and Christian norms, Christian behaviors, and I really didn't know. But forgiveness was a prominent first start. It's like step one, forgiveness. I don't know how many steps there are if you can do that with being Christian. Are there 10? Are there 12? Are there 3? Are there 5? I don't know. But the first one for me, this is only for me. I don't know if it's for others. For me, it was forgiveness. Carry this forgiveness for the rest of your life. Okay, so I've written and shared a little bit about forgiving, and I don't want to get sidetracked with forgiveness, the subject itself. I want to carry on here and make this contrite and very clear. So then I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to be Christian. I must be Christian. It's really serious. It's not cynical here. This is what I must do, leaving this war zone. This is it. If I don't do it, I wouldn't test that. I really wouldn't want to find out. So I am going to do this. It is beyond cosmos and order. And I wanted to, but it was curious because of subjects that can be discussed later. Moving on. So I am doing this, and I am doing this now since I left. So, but I was saying to myself, okay, I am doing this. I'm going to be Christian. And then so the last year in Washington, D.C., I tried to reflect on what is Christian, what is a woman who's Christian, I'm a woman. And I could only remember African American women. In my country, I'm from America, obviously, you can tell that. And so I want to share this, and it was a huge yes, and this is it. I don't know how long I'm going to be off the internet. It could be quite a while. I'm sorry to disappoint people, but I might not be on for a handful of days. We don't know. It's up to Jesus. I don't know, but it is like that right now. Nonetheless, I sat for multiple months, like a year, he knew this. I don't have a lot of reference of what a Christian woman is. No. I only could think of the few that I had encountered in life that were African American women. And just for people who are overseas, who are from other countries, it's not a good time to come to America to explore and try to see these women, but they are here. Please come to America and try to see these women and meet them and kind of watch them for your own spiritual reasons. At another date on the calendar, do not come here right now to do that, please. It is too dangerous in the United States to come and look at African American Christian women and try to find out what I'm talking about. But that is what I could think of, was they're so kind. And so I'll do a discussion on what I mean, but it's not the entire race of African American women. I mean, we're adults, we know that, but there is a group of women who are African American, okay? And they are Baptist, Christian, whatever it is, they're Christian. I'm not really familiar with all the different sections of Christianity. I know there's Baptist, and I know there's Catholic. That's about the knowledge of my theology there. These women who are African American, who are very devout Christians, they're black women, they're American, okay? And they're a group of people in the African American population. They're who I think of, if you could only encounter them, they'll leave a memory on you that you'll never, ever forget. And that's exactly my point. So I'm sitting in combat in DC with atrocities, historical, unspeakable violence. I'm thinking that's my reference, and Jesus knew that. He knew. She doesn't know anything about Christians, and that's who she's going to think of, and that's who I want you to be. Now, you're a white woman. Not all white women are Christian. Not all black women are Christian, but I want you to be like them. And then I thought more about it towards the last couple months of the Capitol, and it was women that I started to encounter when I was at the Catholic Church in Staten Island. They were Italian? Yeah. So neither of these women were very white. And I can't help but think that because of the urban combat that's been going on since 2017. It's premised off race. It's all based off white power, white nationalism. So I couldn't help but think that is interesting. The two type of women that I think of in my head who are Christian to be like as a role model. They're a role model, ROLE, a role model, are not blonde-haired, blue-eyed women. Now, there are blonde-haired, blue-eyed women who are Christian, I'm sure, but I honestly have not met them, who left such a lasting impression on me that I need a role model to be Christian and be like them. So I want to share this later in time, not right now. I'm not going after white people, no, but I'm not going to sit here and defend that either, because I'm very white and I don't need to defend the white people, and I don't need to defend Christians because I am Christians. I hope you can understand the logic to that. So the Italian women were obviously, immigrant looking, on and on. They were not, at the least, white. And obviously black women are black. So that's what I am to share. I know people are like, what were they like? What were they like? Well, they were really kind, okay? And this is the opposite of me. They are really sweet. So I need to definitely try to be a role model and try to do that. Now, I can't reinvent who I am. No, they don't listen to speed, black, death metal slayer. No, okay? I'm not trying to be a different person, but I need to remember who these women are and just make it a role model to just, if I can, even a little bit, try to be like that. And this is the Christian women that God obviously is expecting me to think of. And I have to go off the internet. I have to stay offline. There's no comments or statements coming out of the Facebook. There's no recipes. There's nothing. So I'm going to be black on the internet. I don't know how long, and I cannot talk about anything. Okay, goodbye.